And now it's time for the ever-popular feature, Letters to Writers Radio Theater. And here's the lead letter reader and idol of American youth, Ranger Doug.
Well, thank you, Texas Bix. We had a bunch of fine young school children from Indiana send us a bunch of letters, two Slims holding them in his hand.
Right you are, Ranger Doug. These come from Brookville, Indiana. I don't know the name of the school, probably Brookville High.
What is the teacher's name?
The teacher is Mrs. Pflum.
Mrs. Pflum.
Mrs. Pflum, P-F-L-U-M.
Yes. She used to be from Pflugerville, didn't she?
She may have been. Or Philadelphia, possibly.
Or Flagstaff.
Yes, certainly. But, or perhaps it's Miss.
Well, let's hope so.
Or Ms. I don't know. But anyway, she has assigned a Writers Radio Theater to her class. And they are studying Writers Radio Theater.
The state of public education today.
I know, it's a... It just gives me a warm feeling.
I think there should be a congressional amendment myself.
I think so, too. Anyway, some of the letters are, dear writers, and this is from Danny Coulter. Danny writes, I like your music. It is old-style music. You sing okay. You men are good at singing and yodeling.
That's right to the point there, isn't it?
Yes.
I could have
No
written that
nonsense
myself.
Indiana kid.
Your plays are, here's from Nick Durr. Your plays are really cool. They are also very funny, too. You should go on TV. Huh. What a concept. You could get some good responses from the critics.
He obviously didn't read what they wrote about Saturday morning with Riders in the Sky.
Ranger Doug, how do you yodel? I can't do it. Keep it up.
Actually, I can't either anymore.
But normally you can.
Normally you have to land on the saddle horn a few too many times, and just about anybody can yodel.
A good way to keep it up.
I like your show very much. The first time I heard of it was in my classroom. It was very funny. Everybody was quiet. I never knew we could have gotten that quiet. Peacefully sleeping in Indiana. We listen to you, we blah, blah, blah. We go to a tape player and listen to your show. I like country music. Gotta go. Bye. Some kids really get into it, don't they?
They sure do.
Your
Short
melodramas
attention
made a monster that everyone was scared of. I would like a picture. They all want pictures, so of course we'll be sending a picture.
Going faster now.
$3
send
per
me a
picture.
photo.
One-word letter.
Why
now.
do you call yourselves Riders in the Sky?
Well, I thought that's what you called us.
Well, that's just what everybody else calls it.
That's what most people call
So
us.
that's what we are.
Well, that's why I call myself.
That's what you call yourself.
Yes.
Great. I had hoped for more for this bit, but, well, that's how it goes sometimes, kids. Did we ever mess up and laugh on the air and not be able to get back up?
Yes and yes.
And another one, do
Oh,
you
I've
ever
gotten
mess
back
up
up
on the
before.
air? Not really. No. We have very seldom messed up
No.
on the air. Until now, when this was...
Right.
But anyway.
Slim, don't you have a song to sing for Mrs.
Pflum, or Ms.
Ms.
Pflum's.
Pflum's class?
Yes, I do. I have a song I love to sing for the kids of today because it has a positive message. I think it's in C, isn't it?
Well, it was, but we moved it to A.
Yes. Just another example, kids. See, this is good. The kids will know that we're human now.
They never would have known before, would they?
No. People constantly say, "Are they human?" And this show kind of answers that.
You want me to kick it off again, or you just want to start singing?
Oh, just kick it off again there, Drywall. When I was down in Tennessee, I met a man named Crockett. He said, I'll give you a hunting tip if you keep it in your pocket. If you want meat for dinner or some acorns for your tea, just sit down on a holler log and grin 'em out of that tree. Just keep on a-grinning, just keep on a-grinning. You'll make a fortune in this world if you keep on a-grinning. Just keep on a-grinning, you can't keep from winning. You'll make a fortune in this world if you keep on a-grinning. I went down in a holler and sat down upon a log. I spied a possum up the tree as fat as any hog. He grinned at me, I grinned at him, a grin will never fail. I grinned that possum out of that tree and catched him by the tail. I kept on a-grinning, I kept on a-grinning. I grinned till he turned inside out, and I didn't have to skin him. Just keep on grinning, you can't keep from winning. You'll make a fortune in this world if you keep on grinning. Take this to the bank, neighbors. I climbed up in a tree one day to get me a chinky pin. I looked down there stood a girl with a great big silly grin. The tree began to whirl around her, that's what I suppose. I tumbled out upon the ground and she said, I propose. I kept on grinning, I kept on grinning. We're feeding 14 young'uns now, and that's a good begin. So just keep on grinning, you can't keep from winning. You'll make a fortune in this world if you keep on grinning. You'll make a fortune in this world if you keep on grinning.